Hi, it's Sam here, and welcome back to the Adventures of Lola Badiola. In this episode, we are going to learn about J-Block, the company that she has decided to join, and more specifically, we're going to learn something about her new boss. We will also cover the common expressions, phrasal verbs, and advanced vocabulary that are used in the text to help you reach a leadership level of English. So, without any further delay, let's get back to the story.
The Adventures of Lola Badiola. Chapter 4. J. Thompson. J. Thompson's alarm went off at 6 a.m., but he was already awake. He was visualizing the forthcoming day, running through all the issues that he had to deal with at his tech startup. The new commercial director was starting at 9:30 a.m. that morning, and he wanted everything to be ready for her. He went to his kitchen and prepared a pint of detox juice using the vegetables in his pantry. Then he lay down on an exercise mat on the wooden floor of his attic apartment. He went through his daily stretching and breathing exercises, followed by an ice-cold shower. JJ opened the sliding door of his living room and stepped out onto his terrace. He looked out across the rooftops of Barrio Salamanca in the center of Madrid, taking a deep breath of frigid air. The weather app on his phone indicated 5 degrees centigrade, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. According to the meteorologists, the local forecast was a chilly start to the day, followed by sunshine, as usual for this part of Spain at this time of year. Amongst the cars parked in the street below was a black Toyota Prius. Inside, a man looked up at JJ's apartment as the lights turned on, making a note of the time. J. Thompson was born in a small conservative community near Seattle, Washington, in 1984. He was a gifted child, and his parents expected him to become a university professor or a doctor. But he had other plans. He was a rebel, a misfit, a round peg in a square hole. As soon as he was old enough, he left home to travel the world, working in manual jobs to finance his nomadic lifestyle. He was forced to return to Seattle when his mother was diagnosed with motor neuron disease. The family didn't have enough money for private health care, so he spent the next 18 months caring for her until she passed away. This experience convinced him that the status quo needed to be challenged. He vowed to be one of the crazy ones who changed the world for the better. While caring for his mother, he learned how to code in several different computer languages and created his first applications. Over the next 5 years, he became a serial entrepreneur, starting more than a dozen technology companies. 3 of them were outstanding successes. He sold each of them to a different tech giant, giving him the financial freedom to live and work wherever he wanted. He chose Madrid, the city he had fallen in love with during his travels. This was where he planned to build his biggest and most ambitious project. He left his apartment on Calle Hermosilla at 7:30 a.m. and picked up an electric scooter on the corner of Velázquez. From there he headed south to Gran Via, where he had rented an entire floor of the Adriatica building. It was more space than he needed for his current operations, but if the business were to grow as rapidly as he expected, it would be worth the additional cost. His first meeting of the day was with the new commercial director of the company. He was really looking forward to seeing her again. He had finally found someone who truly shared his core values, someone who could help him realize his vision. Her name was Lola Badiola. JJ had met Lola at an annual cybersecurity conference in Las Vegas. At the time, she was working for a technology giant that was rapidly expanding its cybersecurity business. He watched her give a presentation on multi-cloud security, and was immediately impressed by her ability to take complex issues and simplify them into messages that could be understood by the average Joe. He introduced himself to her, and within 5 minutes he knew that she was the person he needed to catalyze the growth of his company. It was love at first sight, in a business sense. Lola politely declined his initial offers. It was understandable. She had a secure job in a big company and was on the fast track to senior management. But JJ was smart and persistent. He knew that he had something special and exciting to offer her, something that would appeal to her sense of morality and adventure. Over the next 6 months, they had many conversations, until one day he sent over an official contract, and, to his delight, Lola accepted. In his mind, the management team was now complete. The final piece of the puzzle had been put in place. As he rode his scooter up Gran Via, zigzagging in and out of the morning traffic, he was full of optimism about his latest venture. He arrived at the Adriatica building at just before 8:30 a.m. and parked the scooter at one of the collection stations nearby. He checked his smartphone for any new WhatsApp messages and then jogged inside the office block. As he disappeared up the stairs, a black Toyota Prius drove slowly past the entrance.